Ladies, gentlemen, Goodol'Maurice here from Operation Metaverse, bringing you a little quick hitter counter video. Today we're going to be discussing how to counter the Carth Onassi lead that is growing in popularity extremely quickly, basically due to its viability at 3 and 4 star with a Zeta. The ideal supporting cast, or the current supporting cast behind Carth, is Mission and Zalbar, very dot-oriented team, and as you can see, first step in countering any team is understanding the mechanics that you're up against. So let's have a look at his leadership ability. Old Republic allies are going to gain 30% potency, tenacity, and crit avoidance. Whenever an enemy is inflicted with a dot, Old Republic allies will recover 3% health and protection, an 80% chance to call another Old Republic ally to assist. If Mission doesn't assist enough for you with that Zeta, go ahead and have some more. The lead looks a little overwhelming, and it is. It's a very, very good leadership ability. However, the hard counter to this leadership ability is already existing in the game in the form of another Old Republic character, Bastila Shan. So let's have a look at why she is the hard counter. It's all due to her leadership ability, the 200% protection up, the purple bar that you see with the Zeta grants 150% tenacity, and also allowing any Jedi character with the tank tag to essentially pre-taunt to start each match. So the 150% tenacity with protection up will prevent any of these dots from the opposing Carth team to land. It won't fuel any protection, won't fuel any health regain, but it also renders Zalbar's Zeta absolutely worthless. You can't land dots on this team apart from the very, very occasional one that Mission will land due to her massive stacking potency. So you've eliminated the dots against a dot-oriented team. Objective 1 is complete. Objective 2 in Grand Arena is scoring the most points possible in an offensive battle, right? And with this 200% protection up, it will allow you to withstand the initial onslaught of Mission, of Carth, of Zalbar's armor shred. So this is a very, very good team to defeat Carth and then also get the maximum amount of banners for your efforts. The protection up is based on health, and we do have some crit avoidance mechanics with Carth's leadership, and then also Zalbar has a kind of passive, unique crit avoidance element in his kit. So you're going to want to mod your Jedi for offense, and you're going to want to mod them for health. Health primaries and offense set, good to go. So we got Bastila, and of course she's got the rally that gives all the goodies, and you're going to give it to our next character, Ezra. Offense, defense, speed, accuracy, and crit chance up for 3 turns, and then you're also, most importantly, going to have a Dispel. Why Ezra? Because Ezra also has a Dispel. So we'll have a look at him very, very quickly. Very common character. You do not need a Zeta on Ezra, but of course it is very helpful for the damage. Zalbar can be a real pain to get through at the end of the battle. We all know what he does. 2 basic attacks. He's got the Flourish, which is a very high damage Dispel move, and then also the Watch and Learn, which is, in my opinion, the very best assist move in the game. Situational, and you're going to be using it most of the time. 40% turn meter for the support. You're going to want to be using that assist to call Bastila. The faster she goes, the faster that Dispel is ready to rock and roll. The quicker you get rid of Zalbar's taunt, because that's essentially what your goal here is. That's the strategy, if you will. You got 2 Dispels, so you're going to want to focus on Mission, get her below 100% health. Zalbar will taunt, Dispel the taunt, finish Mission off, rinse and repeat for Carth, and then you're going to have Zalbar all by himself, which can take some time to get through, but he's not exactly an offensive powerhouse, so you should be safe in terms of retaining your protection up. And the third element of this team is going to be a tank. In the example that we'll go over in just a minute here, I use Kenobi, and Kenobi was a little bit overkill. What you're seeing here is the very first time I ran this, so I was a little cautious. Any of your Jedi tanks will do. Old Ben is one that many of you have. No Zeta needed. The same thing with Kanan. Kanan here is an option. And then, as we briefly mentioned, any Jedi character with a tank tag, regardless if they taunt or not, will be a pre-taunter for you. And for those of you that really heavily invested in the short-lived endurance fleet meta, this is actually a spot where you can use Mace Windu. That's right, you can use Mace Windu as a character in Galaxy of Heroes. So this is exciting. He will bring a 3rd Dispel to the party, which is very handy. He will pre-taunt. The Shatter Point actually comes in very, very handy here against that defense stacking Zalbar. A 45% chance to expose a random enemy until the end of his turn. It will not be a random enemy, it will be Zalbar. So it'll help you kind of speed up that process. So that's it. Let's jump into the gameplay and do a real quick walkthrough for you guys. As we mentioned, Bastila, Ezra, and I eventually decide on GK here. You want to focus down one of the attackers, get them below 100% health, proc that Zalbar taunt, dispel that Zalbar taunt, finish off the attacker. And that's exactly what we do here. That 15% turn meter does come in handy because Carth is relatively fast, has a pretty high base speed, so you can get out in front with Bastila as I did here, and Ezra's going to go right for mission. You're going to utilize that assist move for Bastila to get her 40% turn meter and keep her going. You see here lands the ability block. And I've proc Zalbar now, so we just got to wait on our dispel. Here it is, gets rid of that. And we're going to go right for mission. It's very important not to use the big move on Ezra, guys, because you do want to save that as a dispel option. That was kind of an underwhelming assist from Kenobi there, but that's alright. Ideally, you're going to want to have mission down below 100% health, dispel Zalbar, finish her, and then try to get Carth down as quickly as possible, so you only really need 2 dispels. Because I've been giving Bastila the 40% turn meter each time she is ready. As you see here, they're not getting through any of my purple bar protection, so I think I end this match with 54 banners, which is pretty good against a new team that I'm not very familiar with. I'll take that all day. Use the dispel here. And that's going to wrap it up, guys. Carth down. So boom. Scout your opponents, guys. If you see Carth with a Zeta and you see Mission Zalbar, chances are you're going to see him on defense. So perhaps you want to keep Bastila in your pocket for offense and take care of that Carth team, no problem. If you have a Zeta Carth, do not feel bad about your investment. It's a very, very good team, especially once we get all 5 of these Old Republic characters. These characters are going to be a great, great squad. 3 versus 3, you might want to consider using them for offense, though. Don't place them on defense. As we just saw, they're very easy to counter. But offensively, we mentioned the 3% health and protection regeneration. When the dots land, Zalbar gives himself crazy amounts of protection based on the number of dots. Very good for offense, very good for getting those maximum amount of banners. Hope this video was helpful, guys. Good luck in your upcoming Grand Arena battles, and we will catch you guys on Tuesday, 9:30 EST for the Galaxy's Edge live stream.